Hey guys, welcome back. In this week's video, we're going to be doing an oil change here with the 996. Let's go check it out.
What we do here is go back.
Well guys, we're back again for another auto amateur video. Back in the garage, I've got the air conditioning on and it's great. It's actually Father's Day today, so I've got a few hours in the garage to just tinker around, and I thought I'll do an oil change. And then I thought, you know what? I've got so much time on my hands today, I'll also make a video. Now, this is one of the most enjoyable jobs that I do on 911s. Super straightforward, contrary to what a lot of people might think when they first try and attempt a job like this. You just need a couple of tools, about an hour's worth of time, a little bit of patience, and you don't mind getting your hands dirty. So with that, let's just jump straight in.
All right, so what do we need for an oil change? Well, we need oil. I'm not going to open up the debate about which oil's the best, but Mobil 1 is the best. So just use the best. This is the 0 watt, 40 weight, European car formula, all the best, woohoo, you just use it. It's awesome. All right, so for the job, pretty straightforward. I have a socket here and a wrench to get the oil out. Very important to replace the crush washer, even if you're not going to replace the drain plug. But usually I like to replace both when I do an oil change, just to have new hardware in there. This socket here is to take the lid off the oil filter. And then here we have an oil filter itself. Now you can get Porsche OEM, you can go for MAN, you can go for Eco Boost, I think it's called, K&N. There's all sorts of different filters out there. To be honest, I'm not too fussed about the oil filter. Maybe I should. I just go for, the Porsche OEM, or I go for a MAN oil filter, and they're, very reliable. And then the oil filters usually come with a new O-ring. And they recommend that you change the O-ring on your oil filter housing every time you do a wash, every time you do an oil change. I don't do it all the time. I look to inspect the health of the ring. But this time, what the hell, maybe I will. All right, let's get to the oil change.
To the person who once said, more car, less face, to one of my videos, that still really makes me laugh. All right, we got the oil draining out now. Let me show you where the oil filter is, and we'll go from there.
So the oil's gonna take, 10, 15 minutes or more to drain. And then under here, here's where the oil filter housing is. Same here in the 996 and in the 997. For the 991, Porsche moved the oil filter housing up below the deck lid. So for the 996, at least, in the 997, here it is. Okay, something for you 996 and first generation 997 owners. A lot of us worry about the infamous IMS bearing and that failing. Now, unfortunately, if they fail, pretty much they just fail and you've got yourself a grenaded engine. However, when you do change your oil, it's quite useful to look inside your oil filter to see if there are any telltale signs that your rear mirror seal or your IMS is actually on its way out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this open and we're gonna take a look at the paper inside. Okay, so what we're looking for is anything shiny and metallic. And that could indicate that the IMS bearing is on the way out. Now, for a high mileage car like mine that is driven constantly, chances of the IMS failing are pretty low. I mean, we can open up this whole can of worms, but we're talking about, 10% of cars that aren't driven very much, and 10% of those could have the IMS issue. It's when the oil isn't changed regularly enough and your car sits there for 6 months at a time without being driven. That's when you can get into danger of having IMS failure, for the most part. And there's nothing in here at all, not even any little bits of black plastic debris, which could indicate a seal failure anywhere. But there is absolutely nothing in here. It's completely clean. So hopefully my engine's pretty healthy and in good working order. And this can help me sleep a little better at night. So let's take a look. There's the bottom of the engine. There is the drain plug. It's now back in. And then over here, there's the oil filter housing. There are official torque specs for both of these. I think this one's like 19 foot-pounds and this one's 23 foot-pounds, something like that. Don't quote me, but they're essentially hand tight, or a little bit tighter than hand tight. You absolutely don't want to tighten this too much, because this aluminum drain plug or aluminium drain plug will thread very easily. And that's happened to me before. My friend Patrick had to come and save me. But that's about it. And it's nice to take a quick look under the engine while I'm here. God, that just is so good looking, right? I love that the base of the engine pan is nice and dry. There's no kind of dirt. There's no obvious sign of any sort of oil leak or anything like that. And God, Soul Performance, baby. Yeah.
Well, that's it for another Auto Amateur video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. A lot of you out there who watch my videos do oil changes already, so tried to keep it short and sharp this week. But for anyone out there who needs help, who's doing this for the first time, feel free to hit up the comments. I'm sure there'll be loads of people that are willing to respond and help you out. If not, I will be there, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Get out and drive. I hope you're enjoying the summer, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.